All right, welcome back to Bayou Town. We have Ron Brooks and Pam Spearman here. We've been talking about their blood drive for, well, let me ask them, how long have we been talking about this now?
I think this is going on 17 years.
I know it's been a while. And you've done a
17 years.
tremendous job of just getting this going. I'm going to recreate a little history. How did this all start, Ron? What gave you the idea?
Well, I've been a chronic blood donor for a long time, and I'm a chronic Ole Miss fanatic. Fanatic is a better word than fan.
And we still let you on the set here.
Yes, that's what I love about this place. But I've always given, and I just had a wild hair. It's kind of a ministry because everybody needs this blood sometime in their life. I don't know what the stats are, but you need it from time to time. So I thought it was a good ministry and have some fun with it.
And you've had a lot of fun with it. You
I've
get
had-
a lot of ribbing from the LSU community, but at the end of the day, it's such a great cause. There's really no special side, is there?
It's very rewarding. I get the reward because of the blessing. People walk up to me and say, "I just want to thank you for what that's done," and they'll tell me a personal story about a kid, a grandkid, a parent that went through a bunch of blood through the hospital. That's rewarding. To me, that's what
Let
it's
me
about.
ask you, so because you donate $1 for every pint of blood donated during the drive to the Foundation for Terrebonne General.
Right.
And so at this point, you're pulling to give more money out your pocket because it means more blood.
Exactly.
That's against all business practices, but you're going against the grain, aren't you?
Yeah, and we give two $500 travel vouchers, and that's popular. People like to take trips. We used to be $1,000 one, but we were encouraged to make two 500s, and then we give a prize for first-time donor, and we've been averaging about 60 to 70
New donors.
new donors, which is
Every year.
really what we're looking for.
So let me ask you, Pam, and first of all, that phlebotomist, that's a pretty big word, okay? And can you tell the audience just in general terms what that means?
Well, it means that you go and you're going to draw the blood, know, and it's like it's a closed, sealed needle and compact blood bag. And so when we stick you, then all the blood comes out, and we sit there and we watch you and make sure you're all okay. And it's
And you make it so easy for people because a lot of people get a little queasy on that, but you make it so easy. And it's so,
I think our room is the reason why you don't. We have a very big room, and they have TVs in there, and they're tending to you. We try to defer you from feeling about it, like thinking about it. If it's your first time, we really try to talk to you a lot and make you comfortable. I really have to say, I think our room is a very comfortable room. It's not, doesn't make you uneasy. You're far away from the other patient next to you, that you don't feel, like you're up on top of somebody.
right. So let me ask you this, specific dates that people have to go from to another day. Can y'all give me the dates that people can donate?
We started last Monday.
No, it's today, July 24th
Okay.
All right.
through September 29th.
Yeah.
All right. So they have a little, a little
You
while.
can give twice if you would give
I was going to
this
ask
week.
you, can they go more than once?
Yes.
Every 8 weeks you can donate blood. That's what the regulations are. You can donate every 56 days. So if you would give this week and next week, you could probably give 2 drawings. So what happens when you give the pint during this time, we register you in the drawing, and then you have the chance to win the $500 gift cards. Or if you're a first-time donor, you get in both drawings.
And there's a drawing for a Manning
Football.
Okay.
And
All the Mannings sign it?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good collector's
It
item.
figures, Ron, you'd have to get all these Ole Miss connections, right?
Well, fair and balanced. I'm
With
about
Tennessee, but it's
Yeah.
But once again, we rib you about that, but it's such a great cause. Let's talk about some of the other prizes that people can get. What else do they get?
Well, they'll have the shirt. It's a red shirt.
Just
Ron
I gave
has it
this
on.
morning.
He gave this
Show
morning.
that I'm
Nice
back.
shirt.
Back.
Yeah.
He's back for blood.
Looks comfortable too.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
dry
it's
fit
not
shirt.
it's not one of those cotton ones, you know.
Yeah.
It's a dry fit shirt.
All
Dry
right.
fit.
Cool.
And so you get a shirt, and then you get, juice and stuff, and then you get to register for the drawing. And at the end of the, on September 29th, we'll have the drawing, and then we'll pull the names for the gifts and the football. And then the first time donor, it's going to be some Beats by Drew. That's like those earbud things.
Yeah,
So that's our first time donor gets a chance to be in two drawings. And we try to really get first time donors, you see, because this young people is where we got to get it going, because the older you get, the less you can be able to give because of medicine or your health or whatever. So you always want to try to get young people and new people to keep it going. It's called pay it forward,
Yeah. And I see y'all got a football autograph by Bobby Hebert also.
Yes, we're supposed to get one by Bobby too. We had one
We
last
had one
year
last
too.
year.
Okay.
The other thing Pam can address is a mini physical, health wise. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, you'll get your blood pressure taken, your pulse. We check your crit, and so when you give blood, we run like 20 diseases on your blood tubes.
Yeah, so you get to see if you're healthy or not.
That's right.
And it could find something else that they could treat and get
Well,
you
And then
better.
it's like sometimes we'll have people that come in and give all the time, so we know them, they're regular. So if their crit starts to drop and we see it's dropping, we'll say, we think you need to go to the doctor.
Right. Hold that thought. We're going to come back with segment 2. Got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems, modern technology, and timeless caring. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights. All right, we are back with Ron Brooks and Pam Spearman. They have done a tremendous job over the years. They said about 17 years of just raising not only monies and raising blood, but raising awareness. You have done a tremendous job. And here it is. You see the Ole Miss LSU Blood Drive Challenge, July 24th through September 29th. This year's goal is 900 pints of blood. And all donors receive a commemorative T-shirt, and they're entered to win prizes, including 2 $500 Visa cards, autographed footballs by the Manning Group, Bobby Hebert, and Beats by Dre. That's those little headphone pieces or earbuds or whatever. But let me come back and ask Pam, how many pints have been donated since y'all been doing this? Any
Yeah,
knowledge of that?
our total right now, as of today, before we started the drive this morning, was 11,817 that we have drawn for all the blood drives in the past. So that's a total of 35,451 lives are saved. So every pint of blood, 3 lives are saved. So that's why I always try to tell people is that you want it for when your family needs it or you'll need it. You never know when you'll need it, but I always try to encourage people to pay it forward. It's a very easy act of volunteer.
And why is it so important to like a community? Can you give us a few talking points on that?
Well, see, like as far as when you're given for our hospital supplies only the hospitals in our area. So when I'm calling for blood, it's the people that come here. And like all my donors, I know almost all of them personally. And if I call them and tell them I'm in a dire need of a blood type, they'll all come. I cannot tell you they would not come. They'll come.
So you've been able, and Ron's been able, y'all been able to do a network system.
Right. I'd say the way our system works is that we know our donors. We know them. We can see them on the street. We know them personally. They'll talk to you. We know them when they come in. I think that's why people like us, because they like to come in. It's comfortable. It's not a fearful thing. It's just real relaxing.
I bet they joke and call you the vampire sometimes.
Yep. Yep. They call us vampires.
In a good way, of
Yes.
course. So who can donate blood? Is that
As long as you're 17 years old and weigh over 110 to 130, we would like you to weigh. You can donate. You can donate when you're 16, but you have to have your parents' signature. And we like you to eat and drink really good before you come in because you burn 650 calories when you give blood. So we ask you
say
to,
that again?
650 calories you burn.
Can I go in every day?
Oh, no, only 8 weeks. But so we actually eat and drink really good before you come because we don't encourage you to work out after. It may make you weak.
Okay, that's right. So, and it also says get a good night's sleep.
Right. If it usually helps people, especially if you're on the lower scale of your weight.
Yeah, and it's you said this, you alluded to it, but it's almost like you said a mini physical.
Yes, it's like a mini because we're going to take your blood pressure, your pulse, your temperature. We're going to check your hematocrit, and then we're going to run a bunch of tests on your blood. And so if anything's wrong with your blood, you will get a registered letter, and it's I don't even know, it's all confidential if you have anything wrong with your blood.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And it almost goes without saying. How can people register for this year's donation?
We open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:30, and on Mondays and Thursdays we stay open to 5 by appointment only after 3:30. So we encourage people that work, if you need a little bit later time in the afternoon, to try to come on Monday or Thursday afternoons. That's when we're open later.
Yeah, and there you see it on the screen, right there.
And we're located also off of Boulanger Street. A lot of people think we're in the hospital, but we're behind the hospital off of Boulanger Street. You turn into the medical arts parking,
Right.
that big parking lot.
Correct.
And then when you turn in there, I'm on the right-hand side. It's called the Annex Building. I have 5 parking spots right there. You can walk right into my building. It's not far at all.
So let me ask you, what about 210 left? And we're encouraging people to get involved. So Ron, how's the new location? How's the new dibs?
Beyond expectation. I've got my levitations down to 3 a day, and I'm comfortable with that. So I'm getting to do the things that I want to do. I work at the food pantry one day. I teach Bible study at the assisted living twice a week. That's very rewarding for me. And I got a bunch of hardline Ole Miss fanatics, and that's good. So it's great. I miss my friends here. You know, it was the right time, but I miss my friends here. Now, I will point out, we'd like to see some companies compete against each other to see if they can outdo their competitor.
Yeah.
And then we have a mobile unit now we've worked on for 6 years. It's my understanding that we can come to your place. So for some of you people listening, that would be very beneficial, huh, Pam?
Right, just call us and we'll have to set
Call
up a
us.
date. And
All right, that's fantastic. I want to thank both of you for what you do. We'll bring up on the screen while we're doing that, Jay, just to get them that information again. But I want to thank Ron and Pam. They've been doing this for such a long time, and they need to be commended because this is such a public service to the community. And I know all the hospitals love y'all for doing it because they're in dire need of it. But there you see some numbers up there, and 985-873-4025. Once again, they're open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 to 3:30, and Monday and Thursday from 7:30 to 5 p.m., and with appointments only after 3:30 on these days, and appointments are only necessary after 4 p.m., but are encouraged. Once again, Ron Brooks, Pam Spearman, thank y'all so much for being here, and we look forward to helping y'all out some more.
Good.
Thank you so much for having
Thank you.
us.
Thank you
All
for
right.
the platform.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.